What's up, Back to That fam? I am here with Vinny from Dad So Hard. Vinny, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Great to see you, Mark.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here with you at Dad 2.0.
We are meeting in real life, IRL, in the Mandarin Orient Hotel in Washington, D.C. It's fantastic.
Yeah, in the internet world, these types of meetings are absolutely vital. So, please, tell me a little bit about what you're doing, Vin.
Yeah, so I am one of the co-hosts of Dad So Hard. We are a podcast, and our website is We Are Dad So Hard or at Dad So Hard Pod. You can find it anywhere and everywhere you listen to it. And we just want to talk about what it's like to be fathers who, we say, work hard, play hard, and dad harder. And so it's one of the themes this morning, which is about making the choice to be a father and how you find that work-life balance. And Danny and I share our lives on the show. And what we try to say is like, you don't need to be afraid of it. You can still be a dad. You can still go out, have fun with your friends, and find that balance where it's good to talk about, and it still makes you masculine, it still makes you a father, and it still makes you a professional.
Yeah, I love that. And I kind of subscribe to those same principles. And one of the reasons that I started the whole Act to Dad show, the Awesome Dad show, is to highlight people like you who are looking and trying to find ways to spend more quality time with their kids. I think that's
totally.
What it's
and
all
I think
about.
it's finding the time with your kids and thinking about it. Though the key word you said is finding quality time. And I think there's a lot of men out there who, and for right or wrong, it's this idea of like the 50s, 60s, the man went to work, got money, and that was your role as a father. And I think finding time that actually is quality and not just being home, but doing something, right? And so I think I was fortunate where I had a great role model. My father was a working dad, but also did a lot around the house. He would do wash, he would cook. And so I think being able to role model that in the future so people see like, I can get a paycheck, but that's not where it ends.
It doesn't have to define you.
Correct.
But I'm in this similar situation. I'm the primary breadwinner in my home, but I'm always looking for ways to, like you said, find the quality time, not just time on the couch where I'm half asleep drinking a beer, but say, hey, where's the quality time where we're going to go to the zoo, we're going to go to the beach, we're going to go to the playground. Right. I'm curious, what impact has podcasting had on your role as a father, Vin?
Well, it's fascinating because I think I love growing up. My father was a police officer and he would bring me to work. And I think I can talk about my job, and I work in media sales, and Danny does too. And your kids can see you in a corporate job going to an office, and I'm like, what do you do all day? I'm like, I write emails and PowerPoint. Doing the podcast that we record in our house allows them to see another thing I do. Yeah. And so I've tried to incorporate it into my work life and my family life so that they see like there are all aspects of things you can do. And what you do for fun. And it's a thing that I do for fun, and who knows where it's going to go. Yeah. But I think it's good for them to see what we do, and that there's times where if you listen to it, last week my daughter and son in New York, they were off all week, and every week they begged me to be on the podcast, so I was in my basement, and then the door opened, and bam. So my daughter sat there the first 10 minutes just listening, and then she just took over, grabbed the mic, and was like, I have something to say. So I think it's good to see that you could do different things.
Well, I think it's really, really cool and really important that you try to incorporate your kids into your life as much as possible. Yeah. And that can be really difficult to do when it comes to a professional workplace. But I think with podcasting, videography, getting them involved in the process is a big deal. So Vinny, I have a question for you. If you had a message you could put on a billboard to reach millions and millions and millions of dads out there, what would you put on that billboard?
I would say, make the choice, work hard, play hard, and dad harder.
I love that. Guys, you got to check out the Dad So Hard podcast here with Vinny. And thanks so much for joining us here on the Awesome Dad Show.